is my main focus. And I have a website. I had a website for a long time that I've spent a ton of money with before all the Pagewheel really developed. It was kind of going parallel for a while, but Pagewheel was still in the developing phase. And I actually have talked to, I think, Rachel, and she said it's too early to have your website stuff on Pagewheel. But now I have so much tension with different aspect of the website, with with the plugins, with all the money you have to pay for everything, and then I have to hire somebody to maintain all of it. I said, this is ridiculous. Here I have Pagewheel and I'm not utilizing it. So I'm done. And I have a WordPress page. And my main question is, how do can I transfer my main domain? Because it's my business name, it's my domain. I've been using it all the time. And I don't want it to say Pagewheel, go to my
Right.
website, Pagewheel something. So is that a possibility?
Um, yes, but right, because it sounds like you have so page wheel is not a straight across substitute for a WordPress site. That's the really important thing to understand. And
Mhm.
so, and I'm recording this because we do get asked this question a lot, if you don't mind, because for very similar reasons, to consolidate your expenses and everything else. And the reason why there's not one straight answer, but I'll try to sum it up for you, is that WordPress sites can be a lot of things. They can be a shop, they can be informational content, they can be a mix of the two, they can be a bunch of blog posts and just a blog. WordPress is huge, and Pagewheel is very focused on what it's intended to do, right? So depending on what you have over there on WordPress, there's definitely not a download data from WordPress, upload it to Pagewheel, and
Of
everything's
course,
transferred or
of
anything
course.
like that.
Yeah,
Um, so to start with that, it's like before you shut down WordPress, you want to look at what you have
of
and what you
course.
want to save, or you may find that doing a focus on your products and sales might pay for what's happening on WordPress if it's supplementing your business appropriately. So for example, if you have a lot of content on your WordPress site that is bringing in traffic, then that's a place where you can do a little editing of your content to drive that traffic from your site over to your page wheel pages,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So you
not
wouldn't
it's
want,
not bringing anything in.
it's not bringing anything
No,
in.
it's not. I can tell you briefly. So what I used to have, and I'm willing to adjust this a little bit. I have a fitness membership. And so basically you pay a yearly price or a monthly price and you have access to all my fitness courses. Um, and I'm willing, I like to give that up to a certain extent because some of the courses are so diverse. One is for horseback riders, some are just for women over 40. And now I'm moving also into a direction. I'm certified as a neuroscience trainer that focuses on brain training. And that's a really big niche and it's very lucrative. And there's very few trainers that do this. So I want to emphasize this. And so I'm ready to let go of this. You pay a monthly or a yearly price and you have access to everything and have individual things I can sell.
Uh-huh.
So I need a landing page. I saw what April did the other day because I watched some old videos of Pagewheel here, and I think it's kind of a little what she does. She has a landing page where she talks about herself with the different options of here's what I'm offering. So I'm thinking if I can do this, where one page is here is what I offer in regards of fitness for women over 40. Here you click for a page that you want to do brain training to, improve balance, cognitive function, whatever. And then of course the travel page is a little different. And maybe I shouldn't have the travel connected to this whole page because I have actually a separate website just for the international travel with women. But
Yeah.
I understand that what I had with WordPress, Patreon can't do because I had a lot going on, but I'm willing to completely simplify it. I'm tired of all the
Sure.
whistles and bells that I can't maintain anyway.
Yeah. So, okay, so there's so there's the all or nothing, which scares me, and I don't want to tell you to do that. But I think what might be a good answer. So first of all, your little comment is like, to me, and everyone here can chime in, the travel is definitely not, it's definitely the one kid here is not like the others. So I would keep
Yes,
that separate. You guys,
correct.
yeah, we got the hive
Mhm.
brain going on that. And then for the other ones, it's like what I would suggest is take it as a quarter 1 goal, right? And that way, um, you can, you have time to organize your thoughts, write out a structure of how, all the things you have. It's like, what little boxes do they fit in?
Mhm.
And then how, and then for that, what does that look like for Pagewheel? And then it's like, so, and that'll answer your question. And if you find that you're trying to do too much mental gymnastics or hacking to make Pagewheel work as a standalone, then that's a sign you might need a something else, right? But start there, and with what you have, like, here's my box of topics, and here's my Pagewheel landing page for, here's how I'm going to sell these. Here's how because they need to, like, your audience, right? The person who wants the one thing is not necessarily going to want the other thing. Um, and so it's like I've found, especially, and this is reaching back to my app development days, is when I was working with clients, it's like it would, they didn't like my approach most of the time, but it's like, you should be able to have the whole thing, I say drawn out on paper because I use paper, but however, whatever your note-taking thing is, it's like 90% of this is you should have done and organized before you're touching building a Pagewheel page. You want to know where everything's going to go. You want to imagine your customer experience for each one of those from start to finish. So by the time you're ready to build something for it, it's like you already know what it looks like and what it needs to say and who you're talking to. And that's why I say make it a Q1 goal, because that takes the pressure off of, oh my gosh, I needed this for 2026 and it's already the 5th,
Oh
right?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in no rush, and my website is paid for till June.
Yeah.
But I want to
Okay.
revamp things anyway,
Yeah.
and before I spend a ton of money on something that I'm letting go, I wanted
Yeah.
to see what my options is. So to back to my original question, is that a possibility? The Can I keep my business name and transfer my
Yeah.
domain?
You you can transfer your domain to Pagewheel. You can also, what I was leading up to with those boxes is you could also consider, if it fits better, using subdomains, right? But if you're using your 360 fitness, I know that's not the right, that's
Mind
not,
your own fitness. Yeah, mind your own
yeah.
fitness 360.
So that's why, again, you definitely don't want travel on that because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But but if you find when you're dividing up your training that there's like this part, like these people will never fit into this box, you might want to split it up into subdomains that you could put on. So then you have your overarching brand continuity, but you might have neurotraining dot
I see.
your
So
fitness.
when you say subdomain, buy another domain and
No,
or
so
no, no.
actually, this is what I'm glad, I really appreciate that you asked this question in advance so I could have a couple things. So just to back up a little bit, so a domain is your URL, right?
Mhm.
So pagewheel.com is ours. A subdomain is a branch of that.
Okay.
Okay. And that's when you see, like, for us, app.pagewheel.com is the URL for your actual going into Pagewheel and doing something, but our pagewheel.com is our sales page, right? So there's
Mm.
continuity of the brand, but a subdomain is, you can treat it like a separate domain, but in the file folders, it's under your main domain. Okay.
Right.
And so that can give you some options now, but a domain is your URL, and you could have bought that from anywhere. And hosting is different than your domain. So hosting is the file storage of your website,
Makes sense.
right? And so we probably have a mix of stuff here. It's very common that people get the domain and the hosting from the same service provider because they sell packages of it.
Right.
And there are other times where you might buy a domain from inside of a hosting. So if you're using Go High Level, they have a, hey, you want to buy a domain? And then they automatically plug it into your Go High Level account. But they're definitely two different things. And people often get them confused. So the thing is, if you have your domain as the URL, and then you have your hosting that's holding all the files of your WordPress site, as soon as you take this domain and put it somewhere else, there's no way to get to these files for people again. And that's the important thing to understand. Now, if you create a subdomain, it's going to be a separate branch from where your WordPress site is that you could turn around and plug into Pagewheel right away and start building things. So, and you could call it whatever you want. You just go.yourdomain.com if you want to keep it generic while you're trying this out. Or you could have it the subtopic of your different trainings or whatever. You can create all kinds of, use subdomains separately. So what I have here, I'm going to put it into chat, is these are just tutorials from common hosting sites and domain name sellers that they have their own instructions on how you can add a subdomain over where you're paid them for your domain and possibly your hosting. And once you have that subdomain, I'll show you in Pagewheel where that can go. But just so you guys know, it's different for the different hosts. Some of them will only let you add a subdomain if you're at certain paid tier levels, because they know it's kind of like you can pay for one domain and then have 50 by creating all these subdomains. So some charge for that. It's a little bit different for everybody, and so you need to check your own
WordPress, right? Because I also like my travel company. I have a completely separate website, and that's on Squarespace. So, but okay, so I'm obviously WordPress might be different. I don't see it on here, but I will check. So
you just Google how to create a subdomain on whatever your hosting site is, and then you can get the instructions for that. And then, I didn't add the most important part. This is the most important part that we forget when we get really intent on trying to do something. Don't waste time getting frustrated and banging your head against the monitor.
Oh yeah, no.
Just call their support and let them walk you through it, because that's what you're paying for. So don't. It's like we don't need we're building our businesses. We don't need character building to solve a tech problem, right?
So what I hear you say, because I have to go in 2 minutes, but what I hear you say, I can let it go from Squarespace when I'm from WordPress when I'm ready, but I should have subdomains for all the different pages. Or
if you start, I'm suggesting use a subdomain so you can see. So you have a Pagewheel option that has your domain in it, but it doesn't require that you shut down your WordPress site in order to do it.
Get it.
So you got a little crossover time to figure it out before your subscription renews in June.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thank you for the question, because that's a real common question. And then before you go, let me just show you really quick. Let me screen share here really, really quick. So once you have that subdomain, here in Pagewheel, you go to your account settings from the main dashboard, and down here where it says custom domain.
Yes.
Yep. This is where you would add your subdomain URL. So
once I have it registered with WordPress.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I see
it. And this verify and connect, it's just like, I don't know, it can take up to 48 hours for the servers to propagate, kind of thing. So it can take a little while once you do that. But once it's done, it's done. It's just like setting up a domain when you first set up your domain.
Yeah, no. And my domain has always stayed with me. I used to have a Wix website, and then I went to WordPress, and it always remains with me.
Yeah. Now, putting your domain here, this is super important. don't cancel your domain
No,
wherever
no,
you have
no,
it.
no, I
Yeah.
won't. No,
Okay.
it stays with me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That account you'll need. If you cancel it there, it won't be usable here. So you need to keep,
Correct.
yeah, yeah, just that's super important. Don't want you to lose that.
But it could be a different I can go back to like GoDaddy. It doesn't matter. I just they would
Yeah.
just be hosting my domain basically.
Yep, keep your
Yeah,
domain.
for
You can
sure.
move your domain from one service to another if you want to, but
Hmm.
talk to their customer service about how to do that. Just don't cancel it.
No,
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah.
All right, this has been very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you
Awesome.
so
You're
much.
welcome. Have a
Happy
good
New Year,
day.
everyone. I see you soon. Take care. Thanks. Bye.
Happy New Year. Yes, that's actually happened where somebody didn't understand domains and they canceled their domain service once they got rolling with Pagewheel, and it's like, no, 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 no. I know it's a tough lesson to learn. Um,
We've all had those moments where we go,
And then they
yeah,
charge you a ton to get your domain back.
yeah.
right,
Ask me how I know.
right, right, yeah. And Kim saying
Oh,
with
that's how I
Namecheap,
know.
I can't get a subdomain to work from there once I've changed. Yeah, yeah, I know Namecheap. It's like based on their name, it makes sense that they're not providing a lot of options. But and I know they were a super hot like affiliate sale for people, so they got promoted a lot for, hey, obviously cheap domains. But yeah, I don't know that much about them.
Yeah, what happened was I'm trying to point it to a page wheel page, like redirect it basically and use it as trying with Namecheap to do like Canva dot whatever the name of the domain was. But because it's changed name servers, it doesn't like it. So, but I do have another website over on GoDaddy that I'm going to try with, and if that works, then that'll be great.
Hmm. I've been with GoDaddy forever, and I just stick with them because it's like, even if their rates aren't the super, super cheap, it's like their customer support I love. So that's why I stay with them.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I've
Yeah.
had the name over there for years and years. I just never did anything with it. It just
Hmm.
sat there.
Yeah.
So then I finally attached it to something. I was like, and then I
Yeah.
thought, oh wait, I could do a subdomain over on GoDaddy because Namecheap I tried and tried and tried, and I think between me and ChatGPT and Namecheap, and it finally just it said no, because you've changed the name servers. It's more over on Pagewheel than it is actually on Namecheap now. So too bad.
Yep. Yep. You snooze, you lose. All
It's
right.
okay.
Okay, so that's awesome. So let's move on to topic number 2. April finished her thing.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's see the thing.
Okay. It's in the chat, but I think it's buried, so let me go grab it.
Yeah, let's start over again. Fresh.
Copy, paste. Oh shoot. I pasted the other thing that I copied. Sorry. Darn it. Copy, link, paste. There it is. All right. So on my aprilbrown.com website, I have a sticky link so in other words, if I
Wait, wait,
need to
wait.
send,
Can you share it?
oh yeah, sure. If I need to send this to somebody, let me show you how it redirects real quick. Because I don't know what it's actually called because I don't really know things. I just act like I know things. And so if you go to aprilbrown.com/links, it redirects to the planner pack, which is now my new landing page. So here is my basically link tree.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put this in, this was actually an AI image of a piece of cardboard. I didn't actually hold a piece of cardboard. I just told it to tell me to
That's
hold a piece of cardboard.
fantastic.
And so now that's in Canva, and now I can change the words however I want to. And it's just, you can kind of tell, if you look at my face really hard, you can tell it's AI. So there's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. And then the very first thing I ever want anybody to know is Jesus. Now, when I first did this, you guys, know that the pictures were not clickable. That was a big giant bug and it's been fixed. So now if you click this, there's how to share the gospel. And so it's a 8-minute video exactly how to share the gospel. That's actually my old house and I'm not even there anymore. I'm not going to re-record it though. And then the Shut Up and Post Club goes straight to my school community, which now has 139 members and 5 premiums, by the way. So praise Jesus, it's growing. And then, of course, send out cards. I'll always hold that banner because it's so easy. I actually had 3 people last week message me and say, "Hey, show me how to send cards." So anyway, I missed a big giant promotion by like $1,000, but I don't push at the end of a month. I'm not that person that's going to say, "Hey, I need 2 orders by the end of the month." I don't do that. If I miss it, I miss it. This is the April Made Me Buy It
I love that. Yeah.
on Amazon. So there's my Amazon store. And then Point Them to Jesus, of course, is my little side, these mugs. And by the way, I pay 10% affiliate commission on these mugs. So if you ever wanted to just play with this, I give you a 10% coupon to send out to your people and I pay you 10%. So that's kind of fun. But that's, like a little side street. And then, of course, the monthly devotionals. I created this. This was one of those things I did on a whim. I wanted a monthly devotional for me, and I asked my son's girlfriend to design it for me. So she did. Well, then I talked about it on my stories, and a bunch of people wanted it every single month. And I went, wait a minute, I can create a quick paywall for this. And so I went from concept to this is going to be a cute devotional to I've sold almost 40 $60 a year memberships to get this thing mailed to them. And it's just going to sell over and over and over. I mean, now it's one of those things that once she's got them all designed, she's just going to keep getting paid. I'm sending her all the profit because she and my son both, poor college students. So, I mean, she's designing them. So, of course, I'm giving her all the profit. So when somebody says, I'm ready to buy them, they can do the $5 a month or $60 a year. Now, this is the thing I tried to switch over to $60 only, and I could not. You can't go from a 2-pay to a single one purchase. Once you're in 2-pay, you're in 2-pay. So I learned that the hard way as well. I really don't want a $5 membership for this. I just want the $60 one time, but Cynthia's got her hand up.
Yes.
And I think that's an important part that I don't think is shared, or I've totally missed it, that once you set something up like that, you're stuck. Because I went ahead once, set something up, and then I thought, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make another one. So I just changed the name, or not changed the name, changed the price. Well, it charged people the old price.
Yeah.
It's better to start over.
Yeah.
And because everything's so easy, I just figured I could just do it. I know it's not Pagewheel's problem. It's Stripe's issue.
Yeah.
Because I use Go High Level, and if I switch, I have to make a whole new page, because once you make that connection, it won't change. And that was a hard lesson for me, because I have these people saying, it's supposed to be on sale. Why am I getting charged this? And I kept looking at the page. And I finally figured it out. So I messed up. So maybe everybody else was smarter than me, but I think that needs to be said more.
Yeah. So I still might adjust it one day when I have the time to go in and make a new one and just make a whole new $60 one-time fee, because what I have to do now is I have to go into Stripe and I have to end their subscription manually after 11 and a half months so that they don't get charged $60 again. Because the $60 is a one-time annual thing. They get the 12 things and then they're done.
So April, I don't know how to do the hand raising thing. So so it's a monthly devotional. So is there, as far as the content goes, when you click on this link in Pagewheel, generally you have a constant digital product. How are you doing?
So yes and no. This
they...
particular product is a little weird. So once someone makes the purchase, whether it's $5 a month or $60 a year, I then this is where I shot myself in the foot. I then have to go in and say, do you want a printed card sent to yourself? Do you want a printed card sent to a friend? Or do you want the images dropped into your send out cards account? All those are the same price, but I needed to have somehow or another, I needed to put those choices into this page, and I just didn't know how to do it at the time. For now, I only have 1 or 2 sales a week, so it's manageable for me to go in and have a conversation with people. It has propelled 2 send out cards customers though. Like there's 2 people that didn't have a send out cards account before and went, wait a minute, so I can buy all the images for $60. Then I can just mail the cards to as many people as I want. Yes, you can. So now they are send out cards customers. So I'm going back and forth. It's good to have conversations because sales happen from conversations.
So my question though is it's a monthly devotional. I mean,
yes.
and let's put it in terms of like if I had a paid newsletter, and I set it up on Pagewheel and they subscribe to that, do you have all 12 months of devotionals already built?
By June, I will.
Okay, so that's the plan is to
As of
have them
June,
pre-built.
all 12 will be built. Right now, it's up to right now. So it's from June of 25, and they're not dated. They're just days, right?
Mhm.
And so currently, the $60 a year subscribers are getting all the ones up till now, and then they're getting each month fed to them. So as of June, yes, once you do the $60, you'll get all of them all at the same
Right.
time if you bought the images. If
Mhm.
you want the cards mailed to you, then yes, they will be mailed automatically one a
Right.
month.
Yeah, I just asked because I have a couple of products where the content will be different each month. And so I was wondering if there was like some super squirrel secret
No.
to doing that, or if it's what I've already decided to do, just pre-build them all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Okay.
what's eventually, as of June, that's what it will be. They will be done. There's not going to be a year 1, year 2, year 3. Once they're done, they're done. It's only going to be 12 months worth. So therefore, when someone subscribes for $60 a year, I have to go into Stripe and stop their subscription after 11 months.
Oh, okay. So you have to manually go in and do that.
Yeah, right now I do. So that's why I want to, if I rebuild this page, it's going to get rebuilt to this is a $60 one-time fee product.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Okay.
interested in $5 a month.
Do you go in
So
and
in other
cancel it
words,
ahead
you
of
have to
time?
make a whole new page.
Yes,
Just so
I do.
everybody knows, you got to
Yes.
make a whole. You could copy if we copy it, Janine.
No.
Can we change it then? Because I wondered
No.
about that. You got to
It
make
copies as a to pay. To pay. Not to pay.
You might want to rethink the name.
I know.
Right.
So April, do
Um,
you have it set up and send out cards if they want the physical card mailed to them? Do you have it set up as a campaign where
I do.
so everybody starts on the same month one
No.
regardless of when they start, or do they start at the same?
No. It's a 12-month campaign, or will be a 12-month campaign, and send out cards. If they want the physical card mailed to them, I simply assign them that campaign. Now, it's going to be dodgy until June because I have to add the cards. So I have everybody on a spreadsheet right now. But starting in June, moving forward, if someone buys the physical card campaign, I'm going to go in and assign their name to that campaign, and I'm done for the year, and I've made $60.
Okay, because I'm thinking of the campaign that there used to be, that it was a 12-month campaign for people who lost someone, who had a
Yeah.
death in the family, but it would start them, everybody got started on the same month one at the time the campaign was assigned to them. It didn't start like June, you know what I mean? If they signed up in June, they didn't get June's card. They got month one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, because these don't say month 1, month 2, month 3. These say January, February, March, April. So
Gotcha.
when they subscribe, let's say they subscribe on June 2nd, they're going to get July
June's card.
through June
Oh,
mailed to
gotcha.
them.
Okay.
If they subscribe in November, they're going to get December through November mailed to them, and then it'll be over.
Awesome. You're amazing.
Well, I'm literally spitballing this, y'all. I think we all are, but hey, spitballing has gotten me my biggest prosperous year ever.
Yep.
All I'm saying is just keep spitballing because something's going to catch on. And granted, I'm absorbing the cost of this. In other words, I'm paying the Stripe fee. I'm sending the cards out. Now, if somebody buys the images, there's no overhead for me. But I'm still sending all the money to Caitlin because why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the model behind it can be different for everyone and still
Oh,
look
for sure. And you could adapt this to anything, but my advice is if you're going to sell 12 cards sent out one a month, charge the one flat fee for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do what I did.
No,
and then I think that's the last thing. So it's just I didn't want to fill my page with so much stuff. Do you know Jesus? Do you want to grow your business? Do you want to send cards? Do you want to buy something from Amazon? Do you want one of these mugs? And do you want the monthly devotionals? That's it. And those things have been plenty of profit for me. And moving forward, my husband has to get kicked off the airplane in 15 months. Janine knows how I feel about this. And so, I mean, think about it. All of you have rolling businesses. The day you turn a certain age, what if somebody said, okay, you're done. Shut it all down. You're done. You're too old to do this. And you're like, wait,
yep.
I'm fine.
Right.
No, you're not. You're too old. Bye.
Well, and the reality is, okay, you have a calendar date, so that's kind of as and I'm behind you. I understand. I'm with you with how you feel about it. There's also a bit of a blessing of the date. The other reality is life can turn on a dime and you don't know that date that may happen. And so by getting these things implemented, exactly. So implementing these things now.
Anybody can have a health event at any time. And I totally agree with that. Yes. And that could be for any of us. Mm-hmm. And yes, Kim, they do have physicals, but there's 50-year-old pilots that should not be flying.
Yeah, I was going to say, as a flight surgeon, I can tell you the flight physical.
There's 50-year-old pilots that should not be flying, but my uncle flew very well and very clearly until he was 73. He delivered airplanes for people who bought very expensive airplanes, and he flew up until he was 73. And then he was like, you know what? I'm kind of done. And he was done. Yeah. But he had to retire at 60. He was at Delta when it was still 60 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's my page. I finally did it. And y'all, if you have not connected with Sean, I'm going to did I put it in the page? I don't know if I was I able to share it, Sean?
The one with the paint blotches, the
song that you made me.
Oh, yeah, you can share it.
I can't remember if I can share it or if you have to share it. Anyway, maybe Sean will do it for me. Y'all, I'm telling you, I've listened to it like 4 times. It is so funny, and it will make you want to just get stuff done. And he created this little song for me that was like, get your butt in gear and do this. And it made me do it. Not on time, but it made me do it.
So speaking of that page, was that did you build that in Pagewheel? The
one yes. Okay. Yes. And the paint blotch things were on Canva. So that is not the paint blotch things are in Canva. I can send you that's just a Canva template. But I just made them different colors, and I wanted it to be an easy to read font too. And so I just made them different colors, but you'll notice if you see and we've talked about this in here before, there's a reason why I made them all the same. Because if you look at this, well, I can't do it right here. If you look at this in the cell phone view, mobile view is called, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can April, see if you can grab the corner of your browser window there and narrow it, and then I think they can see it. Like, It might work better from the bottom.
Corner of my browser window.
Does it give you the
Like you're shrinking the window.
Yeah. Does it give you the little adjusty arrows?
Put your cursor right on the very tip of the corner of that page. There you go. Now,
you might have to click the square first.
Of the frame of the browser.
Now,
not just yeah.
Mine doesn't drag like that. I don't know what y'all.
Oh, you might
click the square first.
Yeah.
Click the square because it allows you. There you go. And then now you can change the size of it.
Yep. So wait, go back. Yep. Now do to the left and down to make it look like mobile.
Okay. So there you go. Now you can see what it would look like. So see, it goes words, picture, words, picture, words, picture. If you do it like originally, I did it this way. I went this, alternated it. Well, if you alternate it, then when you look at it on your phone, it goes picture, picture, word, word, picture, picture, word, word, and it doesn't look good. So, note to self. What kind of page did I use? I think it was a fresh one, just section by section. I started with a blank slate and it was just section by section.
I'm just putting in here. Yeah, when you do here I can, when you're adding a section, here, let me show you. Let's see.
But I'm just so happy that I'm finally got this just one place to go, aprilbrum.com/links. Somebody says to me, hey, can you send me that lipstick you just talked about? Hey, can you send me, the mugs? Hey, can you do this? Like Gina's birthday's coming up. And so I said to Gina, go pick out a mug. I'm going to mail it to you. And I don't even have to say where to go. I just aprilbrum.com/links and go find your mug.
Yep.
I take care of my people.
Okay, guys, so this is a test website, so disregard any content in it. But oh, look, there's April's face.
Oh, there's me.
Yep. Okay.
That's not creepy at all.
That's not. Sorry, April. Okay. So you just click on whatever section that you want to add it below, plus for add a new section, and then here over in the video or images, like this one where you have an image on the side and text.
Yep, I use number 5.
Use number 5 right here.
So that it was squarey.
The square image and the text on this side.
Yep, I just did number 5 all the way down.
So you just click on it and now it added it here. So that's all you need to do that. And what we were talking about, the don't do, because the mobile is, it looks pretty designing on desktop to do with the picture on one side, like number 7 here.
Yeah, if you do 5 and 10, it won't look right.
Yeah. And that's I mean, this has been going on for years, but I still make them it's designing stuff in desktop when most people are going to be on there in mobile. It's like,
yeah and show them, Janine, just in case somebody doesn't know. See on the very far right, all of your little choices of views are right there.
So here's mobile.
That's what it looks like on the phone, desktop,
and this is now
laptop,
text, picture. Yep.
Yeah, and laptop's even different than desktop, so you always want to look at all of them.
So desktop, let's just look at it. There's desktop. That's what we were looking at before. Now we have notebook. So it's a little narrower. It's starting to stack these though. Then what's our other one? Tablet we're on, and then phone.
Yeah, Kim, I wish I had Rachel Peterson's income.
Right? Yeah.
One day.
Yes.
Well, she's been at it for a while.
She has been at it for a minute, yes.
She certainly paid her dues, so.
Yeah.
Who all grabbed the bundle? Did everybody grab the bundle from Traffic Makers?
Woohoo.
The bundle. Oh, is that the course, basically the whole course?
It is, but I just grabbed it again because whatever, I love Rachel and I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to miss one thing. And so now I'm going to teach several of them to my community. But I've talked to Rachel about that, and she's okay with me doing a few.
100 Perfect People again, and I was like, oh my God, I've forgotten so much.
I know. I'm doing 100 Perfect People right now, and I'm going to record. I'm a screen record and put it into my school classroom.
Yeah. Awesome. And is she done now? Is she finished? Like contracted?
It's been signed. Yeah.
So what is it that that got signed and all that, is that all
It's
out
coming.
now?
Yeah, it's coming.
I'm assuming she's got some kind of PDA, like she said she's not going to be allowed to sell Moolah anymore.
Right.
So I think they're locking her down into, something else, whatever that is, but she's
Well, and
locked in.
New Year's Eve, Pagewheel got patented, right? Wasn't it New Year's Eve?
I think
I
so.
mean,
Yeah,
I know
the
it did.
31st.
Yeah.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
knew that New Year's Eve was a patent day?
Right.
Yeah.
Like the government's closed on New Year's Day, not New Year's Eve.
I guess
New
not.
Year's Eve. Apparently they
Yeah.
actually work.
Yeah.
What a great way to end the year, though, man.
Yeah.
Truly. Yeah.
Yes. Lots
Yeah.
of good stuff
Good year coming up. We're going to have lots of fun.
Yes.
Yes, Gina, you get it in school. Yes.
Woohoo. All right. So I never did ask the question because we jumped right into Katya's question of, does anybody have a question or anything they're stuck on that we need to go over today? Everybody's getting all energized for the new year, ready to rock and roll. Got all kinds of good stuff coming. Woohoo.
We have a comment.
We have a comment
that
I missed.
Yeah, I was just in Flowdesk. They have they've just switched over to a traditional model where you pay per subscriber, which is fine. I'm on the old plan, so I've got it all for one price. And I had bought the checkout plan when they did the founding member offer on that, right? So I've got a really great deal. I have never used their checkout page because I've got Pagewheel, but it locked me into a really great deal, even just for my emails for as many subscribers. So I'm reading through the Flowdesk Facebook group, and they're saying, when I use my checkout page, do I have to keep my digital product somewhere else? Yes, you do. They don't deliver it. I was like, oh, Pagewheel does.
Yeah.
Pagewheel does it. You don't have to keep it somewhere else. You don't have to figure out how to get them to a Google Doc or a YouTube
Kim's
channel.
over there going, au contraire.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, checkout is fine. And it's, of course, I have not built one of their pages, but it doesn't sound like it's not complicated. It sounds fairly complicated you have to build the whole thing. Even if you know what you're doing, it's going to be a learning curve. But I was like, wow. So that was just blew me away because they charge a fair amount for their everything product. At like 1,000 subscribers, you're going to pay $50 a month. And at 5,000 subscribers, you're paying $99 a month, and they don't even deliver the product.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah, Rachel is kind of like, watching the Olympic diver, and they get up there and they do a little bounce and do this crazy thing and make it look just perfect. It's like making something that hard look easy.
Yeah.
Genius. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like to hear that. Every time I see marketing, I'm like, oh, I should send that to them and say, like, I'm so glad Pagewheel does this.
Yeah, well, that's
thank you.
About, yeah.
Where do I keep these things? And then linking to them and remembering where I put them. And oh my gosh, no, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Cynthia, do you have your hand up? Or okay. Ready, set, go.
I do. I saved this question because I've been on a couple of times with Holly, and not that she could, because I know she could, but I think this is probably more up your alley. Is there a way, I think this might be a Zapier question, so you can just say, I don't know, check with Zapier. But I'm interested in getting, my Zapier goes to my CRM, no problem. But I'd like it to have the tag so I know what product without having to go in and look and then manually tag my CRM. Is that something I could set up in Zapier? Is that something that you guys have thought about? Or is that just because there would be way too many tags probably for each person? I mean, I don't know how that works. That's more your thing.
That's I don't know, but excellent question I should look into, because everybody would want that. It should be.
Yeah, that would be huge, because then because I like to segment and follow up with things, and just laziness. I mean, but in this automated world, I don't have to go and check Pagewheel every day to see what, and then go over there and tag it and then put them into the thing.
No, I agree with you. That's one of those things of, if only we had a cool invention like a computer to automate this for us, is exactly the kind of thing that we should be looking at making for you guys.
And you're like, how much do you think we should give you for this price? I get that. You know what I mean? I'm not pushing it, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I'll look into that.
Thank you.
That's thank you. Always making it better, right? Okay. All right. Anybody else with the questions? Anything you're stuck on? Ready to go? Seize the day? Awesome. All right. Well, happy 2026, everybody. Here we go. Have a good one.
Bye. Oh, Wednesday is a new time, right?
Check the calendar. I'm not sure if she changed the time. Yeah. But whatever's
I
on the
think
calendar is correct.
it's been updated on the calendar.
Okay, the
so
calendar's updated. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those of us, not everybody is in agency school.
It's 1 hour later. It's 1 hour later.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Thought it was in the morning. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, it is on in the morning on the calendar. So
Yeah, Wednesday, I think it's now in the morning.
Okay. Cool. All right. See you guys.
Okay, me too, Gina. Bye.
Good one. Bye.